tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Parker. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Cyclones are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lee. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are. Tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The give out of the gun. Turning it off. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they strike first.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven They can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Found a seam. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this... love to have back.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Got a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Williams will pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Porter. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Cooks. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down, and guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Leaves it with the back. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
He'll keep it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. This time he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the... Oh, they blocked the kick. He's got the ball. That one's 5.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, getting the block.
Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes it.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Williams will pass. Got his man downfield. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Williams looking for a man. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Hilton. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Working the big fella downfield and outside.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
Touchdown, Iowa State. A great catch and run for 6. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Spencer. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurt. When you speed up that process or just a little bit, make them a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And at the 45 on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Now facing a third and long. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Malone. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Spencer. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle, it's Hilton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And you got to wonder about the confidence of this kid. It's been up and down. 1 for 4 now in this game kicking after that mess.
They'll go to the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kansas State quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Spencer. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold up?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Williams looking for a man. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hilton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Cyclones are on the move. They'll go to the counter. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Might be changing the route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Rushes on him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel really great.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect...
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely